Hello guys, this is Vinetta and you're welcome to Vinetta's Kitchen. To all my returning subscribers, thanks so much for staying tuned to the channel. And if you're new, you're welcome. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. So this is the ingredients I'll be using for this ila ala sekbo, like they say, okra that is cooked with something. It's not plain, that's why it's called ila lasikbo. So I'm just going to start by putting water on fire and adding my pepper. Mind you, this pepper already has crayfish in it. I blended the crayfish and the pepper together, but if you do not like crayfish, you can opt out. And I used fish for this preparation, so you can use any meat or fish. You can use meat, fish, or anything you like. So I added in red oil. Be careful with your red oil because you do not want the red oil to be more than the okra. Like, you don't want the red oil to sit on top of of the soup. So you can add the red oil, bit by bit as you're cooking. You If you think you need more red oil, you can add red oil. So now I just added in the fish, and I'm going to be adding my seasoning cubes, and I'm going to stir. Mind you, in this video you will see how to like carefully stir this, because fish does not have strength. When you stir, like you stir anyhow, you can easily break the fish and it would just pieces in the soup, and you would not want that. So I added in the seasoning cubes and I'm just going to stir carefully. And this is how you stir carefully. You stir the sides and in between the fish, like gradually, carefully. Yep. So I'm going to cover this and allow to cook for like 15 minutes. This, like, fish generally does not take like too long to boil, so in 15 minutes it should be ready. And now the fish is ready, so I'm just going to take the fish away, like, remove the fish one by one and set aside. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't just want to add my okra into the pot. And when you add okra, you need to stir the okra, so if you do that, the fish is going to break. So I'm just removing the fish and I'm just going to set it aside and move to the next step. Yeah, so that aside, you add in your okra. So mind you, I divided this okra in two parts. Like, I grated some part of the okra while I diced the other parts of the okra. You can decide to grate all of your okra depending on how you want it. I just decided to do this because I wanted the colors to pop out. That was why I decided to dice some parts of the okra. So you're going to add the two parts into the mixture, and you're going to add in water if you think the soup is too thick. And you're going to stir well. So you're going to add in your diced chili pepper, but this part is optional. You can decide not to use any pepper, but I just, like I said, I just wanted the colors to pop out. And I added in my locust beans, yes. And you stir so that everything will be well combined. So I'm just going to allow this to cook for some minutes, and I decided to use bitter leaf. You can skip this part as well, but I just wanted, a little bit of like a different taste for the soup. So I added in red oil again because I felt I needed more red oil to the soup. So you can add in more red oil, or leave it the way it is like that. And you just stir, and you taste to know that okay, the seasoning cubes or salt is enough. So in this part I added in seasoning cubes again because it wasn't enough, so I added in seasoning cubes again. Some people can just decide to add in a little bit of salt, but I sometimes do not use salt because I have this belief that the seasoning cubes already like contain salt already. So, and sometimes I just add a little bit of salt, or I make use of a little bit of salt. So if you're like me, you're welcome. And if you are the type who uses salt, I'm not saying it's not bad at all. It's just me. I just felt like the Maggi already has salt, so you're just going to allow it to boil. And lest I forget, do not cover. You would notice that from the beginning I did not cover this pot at all, except when I was boiling the fish. The reason is because when you're cooking draw soup, that is okra, ewedu, like that's what they call ewedu in English, I can't remember now, sha. But ewedu and the likes, do not cover, because if you cover it, it will not draw again. So you leave it open. And I just added the fish because the okra is almost ready. It's already like it's been boiling for some minutes now, so it's almost ready. So I added the fish so that everything can enter into the fish. They can both sit well together. And I'm just going to reduce the light so that the okra will not burn. Just reduce the light to the lowest heat, so it will just cook. I was just being so careful here because I don't want the fish to break. So this has been boiling for a few minutes, and now this is how the soup looks. The soup is ready, so I'm just gonna turn off the heat rather. So you can have this with any solid of your choice. I had mine with semo, and you're good to go. You can see how easy it is. You can make this soup in less than 30 minutes. If you have all your ingredients at home, this soup is very, very, very easy to make. In like 15 minutes you are done, aside the boiling of the fish though. But it's a very simple soup to make. So guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you watch this video to this part, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel, please.